welcome to Mini Readings with Mimi. And I'm here tonight to find out any hints as to what's been going on around the world. Specifically, what has been going on in regards to getting to the bottom of solving the cases that are plaguing America at this point in time. So I'm seeking to find out the energy that comes up as far as the situation that occurred with the two officers in Honolulu, or any other issues that were being faced by the main perpetrator in that whole episode, with the officers being shot in Honolulu. And I'm just gonna graze on the energy that comes up. So this is coming up, and it's a lonely energy. There's strong emotion, a lot of anger, and sorrow that is represented with this card. And so there's a spirit of anger that was essentially behind that horrible situation that happened in Honolulu. And so that's what went on there, rather. And I'd like to send out my condolences to Celine Dion, whose mom passed. The spirit that comes up when mentioning her is the World card. And this pretty much signifies that someone feels as if the world was at her feet. So she was in a good place. This card shows that there is a pause in life, as the world is at the person's feet, so to speak. So again, she was in a good place. So there was a body that was found in St. Augustine, and the overlaying spirit that is represented by this card. This is the Sun card, and there was good fortune and harmony going on, and this is what just went haywire. So in the beginning, there was a spirit of harmony present, and things just went downhill from there, so to speak. And that is what's coming up with the St. Augustine case. There was a young girl in Brooklyn, and there was a horrible fire. And what I'd like to know is what went wrong, what was the underlying cause of the fire, or what energy is coming up when discussing this situation. And this card is coming up. So there's a spirit associated with relief and healing that has been released in this situation. Quite tragic. And definitely something that people are going to want to make sense of. Everything. It's great to be able to make sense out of everything, actually. This card shows that solidifying boundaries is imperative. And this one, drawing others into a more positive place when there's pain. Everyone's important, and your light can help someone to cope in a difficult situation, and it's important to be reminded of that when things like this happen. Let's see if anything else can be gleaned from just how to have strength during. Okay, so during times such as these, focus on your inner temple. And the spark of strength within you, because this world is not our home. As Jenny Owen says in her song. Okay. So we have another situation in the news where Mississippi inmates are being murdered in prison. And clarity would be nice to obtain. Figuring out how to have this type of situation cease. That's something that I think we all would like to delve into finding out, just at this point in time, many of us anyway. And so there's something as far as rushing, something going on where there's either a speed in trying to shut down all of the attention that's being generated with this, or there is something to do with rushing in some other light. Maybe there's too much rushing. Maybe how much time can you take? Or maybe there is a spirit that is working quickly. There's two ways to look at this card coming up. this card is in itself, it could mean anything from a holiday romance to just basically rushing to with speed to do something. So this could indicate that this is going to be solved. The problems are going to be essentially put an end. Someone's going to put an end to the situation. There's an idea that's going to come up that's going to be helpful in dealing with this. I'm just again touching on the tips of what's coming up with these situations here. So what was the main issue or unaddressed energy that was going on with the mom who killed her 3 sons in Arizona? And this card is coming up. Okay, so as far as being emotionally and spiritually fulfilled, that is something that, you know, she needed. That was something that was missing. And emotionally, there was definitely something going on with this card coming up. I venture to say, we'll see. Emotional healing is very important, and the lack thereof, it can be extremely detrimental. But just getting to the bottom of the things that are grippingly important. Do the kids' guardian angels desire to send any messages or speak out at all as far as the guardian angels of these children? And this card is coming up. So in breaking this down, they're saying that there's good news coming. They're at peace on a whole different plane, and I feel that that's the message that's being sent right there. Let's see here. So, any final spirits, spiritual messages coming up here? There's this card does show playfulness or a young person, a young energy, optimism being called for, so that people aren't tempted to give up. You know, when finding out that things of this magnitude are going on, things that are extremely unnerving, upsetting, such as this. there is a change in luck. There is a change in things that are happening to where there is going to be something else going on that, you know, will, it's not going to take away the sting of any of these things, these other things that are going on. However, there will be some type of good news that is also generated for us. So those were the cards that came up as far as with the stories in the news. And, you know, this is just me being myself trying to take a deeper look at it all. We may not be able to make sense of things necessarily, but hopefully together we can learn and grow and be of strength to one another as much as possible, and heed the warnings, heed the messages that are coming in spiritually for us all in some way, form, or fashion. This has been Mini Readings with Mimi on the Tarot Insight channel.